I never liked dolls. They always creeped me out with their glassy eyes and fake smiles. But when my aunt died and left me her old house, I had no choice but to deal with the dozens of dolls she had collected over the years. She was a doll maker, you see, and she had a whole room dedicated to her craft. She called it her doll nursery. I decided to sell the house as soon as possible, but I had to stay there for a few nights until the paperwork was done. The first night was uneventful, except for the constant feeling of being watched by the dolls. I tried to ignore them and focus on packing up my aunt's belongings. The second night, however, things got weird. I was lying in bed, trying to fall asleep, when I heard a faint giggle from the hallway. I thought it was just my imagination, but then I heard it again, louder and closer. I got up and opened the door, expecting to see a prankster or a burglar, but there was no one there. Just the dolls, sitting on shelves and tables, staring at me with their lifeless eyes. I felt a chill run down my spine and quickly closed the door. I locked it and turned on the lamp on my bedside table. I grabbed my phone and called the police, hoping they would believe me and not think I was crazy. But before I could say anything, I heard another giggle, this time from inside the room. I looked around, terrified, and saw one of the dolls on the floor, near the closet. It was a porcelain doll with curly blonde hair and a pink dress. It had a crack on its face, revealing a metal skeleton underneath. It was moving its mouth, making a high-pitched sound that resembled laughter. I turned around and saw the doll standing on its feet, holding a pair of scissors in its hand. It smiled wickedly and said in a distorted voice,
"Hello, cousin. Do you want to play with me?"
I backed away from it, looking for something to defend myself with. But before I could find anything, I heard more giggles from behind me. I looked over my shoulder and saw more dolls coming out of the closet, the drawers, and even under the bed. They were all different sizes and shapes, but they all had one thing in common: they were armed with sharp objects. They surrounded me, closing in on me like a pack of wolves. They chanted in unison,
Play with us. Play with us. Play with us.
I screamed for help, but no one came. I realized I was trapped in a nightmare with no escape. The last thing I saw was their faces, smiling as they stabbed me with their weapons. The last thing I heard was their laughter,